Welcome to Elderly Stories, where we provide practical health guidance for your senior years. Today, we're addressing a crucial topic: exercises that might seem beneficial but could potentially harm aging knees. Your knees have served you well, but they change with time. Cartilage thins, joints can stiffen, and recovery slows. Some high-impact activities might unknowingly accelerate wear and tear. If maintaining mobility and independence is important to you, understanding which exercises pose a higher risk is vital. We'll explore 6 common exercises that seniors should approach with caution or potentially avoid. Before we start, if you find health information tailored for seniors valuable, please consider liking this video and subscribing to Elderly Stories. You can also help me continue spreading these timeless lessons. If you like this video, leave a comment with the number 1. If you don't, comment with the number 0 so I can improve future videos. Now let's get started. 1. Deep squats, a quick route to knee surgery. While deep squats may appear to be an effective method for enhancing leg strength, they can actually pose significant risk to the knees of older adults. As you descend into a deep squat, your knees flex beyond their usual limits, compelling the cartilage and ligaments to endure significant strain. In earlier years, your body was more equipped to manage this kind of strain. Your cartilage was robust, durable, and adept at cushioning impacts. As you grow older, the protective layer between your bones gradually diminishes and loses its strength. Every deep squat diminishes the remaining support you possess, inching your knees toward the discomfort of bone-on-bone contact. Numerous older adults remain unaware of the risks until it becomes too late. Initially, the unease may seem subtle, possibly a gentle ache following physical activity, or a touch of stiffness upon rising from a seated position. However, as time passes, this harm builds up. The cartilage, having endured years of wear and tear, starts to show signs of cracking and deterioration. The delicate tissues around the joint become inflamed, resulting in a sharp pain with each step taken. Then one day everything changes, a sudden snap, a piercing pain, and you realize you can no longer stand without suffering. What initially appeared to be a straightforward exercise has evolved into a significant medical concern, potentially necessitating surgery or even a knee replacement. The most challenging aspect? Knee injuries resulting from deep squats no longer recover as they used to. As we age, the body's capacity to regenerate cartilage decreases. Once that cushioning is lost, it does not return. As a result, you may experience ongoing inflammation, stiffness, and a heightened likelihood of developing arthritis. Many older adults persevere despite discomfort, convinced that it is merely a typical aspect of growing older. Pain should never be considered a normal part of life. Your body is signaling that something may be amiss, indicating a potential breakdown or issue that needs attention. Disregard it, and you might soon encounter the challenges of limited mobility, frequent medical appointments, and a lengthy recovery journey that may not completely regain your autonomy. Knee damage develops gradually, which is what makes it particularly concerning. The decline unfolds slowly, nearly imperceptibly at the outset. However, each time you push your knees into a deep bend, you hasten the deterioration. And once the harm is inflicted, there is no way to reverse it. The inquiry at hand is, how much longer can your knees endure before they ultimately fail? If you believe deep squats are detrimental, prepare to learn about the next exercise that has been quietly harming the knees of older adults for years. Stay tuned, as this one could catch you off guard. 2. Jogging on firm ground, the quiet adversary of joint health. Running has consistently been recognized as an excellent form of exercise for maintaining fitness. However, for older adults, this can be one of the most harmful activities for your knees, particularly if you're consistently hitting the pavement or running on other rigid surfaces. With each step you take, a significant impact travels through your legs, exerting pressure on your knees that can reach up to 5 times your body weight. In your younger years, your joints had a remarkable ability to handle this impact with greater efficiency. Your cartilage had a greater thickness, enhanced elasticity, and the remarkable ability to rebound effectively. However, as time goes on, that strength diminishes. The cartilage that once provided comfort to your knees has diminished, and now, rather than softening the impact, your joints bear the full force with each step you take. Initially, the indications are quite understated, a touch of stiffness in the morning. a general discomfort following an extended stroll, a minor unease experienced while ascending or descending the stairs. These serve as signals, your body communicating that your knees are experiencing excessive strain. However, numerous older adults overlook these warnings, enduring the discomfort, convinced that it is merely a facet of aging. The reality is, it's not merely the passage of time, it's the wear and tear that accumulates. Engaging in activities on harsh surfaces can hasten the wear and tear on your joints, diminishing the vital cartilage that safeguards your bones. Once that cartilage is lost, it cannot be recovered. The following presents a challenging truth: persistent inflammation, discomfort, and the relentless ache of bones grinding together with each motion. Some runners may not fully grasp the potential damage until the moment arrives when their knee unexpectedly gives way. A sudden intense pain, a resounding pop, and the inability to bear weight on the leg. This is the onset of meniscus tears, ligament injuries, and advanced osteoarthritis. Healing has evolved beyond just resting and icing. Rather, it results in extended periods of physical rehabilitation, injections, and often surgical procedures. At that point, it's possible that the knee may not return to its previous state. The ease of movement that was once a part of daily life has transformed into a significant challenge, making even the simplest activities, such as rising from a chair or ascending a few steps, a source of discomfort. What could possibly be the most challenging aspect? Numerous older adults facing knee issues due to running often find themselves unable to engage in the activities they once cherished. The ability to enjoy long walks, engage with grandchildren, and maintain independence gradually diminished by the very activities they believed were promoting their well-being. However, running is not the sole concealed risk. Many older adults engage in an exercise they think is beneficial for their strength, yet it may actually be placing undue stress on their knees. Have you noticed knee discomfort after running or other high-impact activities? Share your experience by typing 2 in the comments if you feel comfortable doing so. 3. High-impact jumping exercises. A hidden threat to knee health. While jumping exercises may appear beneficial for maintaining agility and strength, they can pose significant risk to knee health, especially for older adults. The act of jumping, propelling oneself off the ground, and landing with impact generates a significant amount of pressure on the joint. In your earlier years, your body was more equipped to manage this stress. Your tendons, ligaments, and cartilage were resilient and adaptable, able to cushion the impact with ease. As one grows older, the joints begin to lose their elasticity. The padding in your knees diminishes, your ligaments lose some of their elasticity, and your capacity to bounce back from impact significantly decreases. Every leap inflicts a significant impact on a joint that has already been compromised by the passage of time. Initially, it may not appear to be significant. Perhaps you experience a minor discomfort following a workout, a subtle ache when you land with a bit too much force. You reassure yourself that this is a common experience, one that will eventually fade away. However, that pain extends beyond mere discomfort. This serves as a cautionary indication. With each step you take, the pressure on your feet leads to small tears in the cartilage, minor injuries that can accumulate over time into more significant issues. These minor wounds no longer mend as they once did. Instead, they build up, gradually eroding the protective barrier that prevents your bones from rubbing against one another. The outcome? Persistent inflammation, rigidity, and enduring discomfort. And then, just one misstep is all it requires. A fleeting moment of imbalance, a subtly misaligned step, and in an instant, everything changes. A sudden intense pain radiates through your knee, making it clear that standing without help is no longer an option. Ligament tears can occur in various ways. This is how older adults may experience a torn meniscus, an ACL injury, or even a complete knee blowout. The journey to recovery can be lengthy, challenging, and at times may not reach a full resolution. After months of physical therapy, one may find that the knee doesn't return to its original state. Numerous older adults experiencing these injuries confront the very reality they dreaded: a decline in mobility and the loss of their independence. The most challenging aspect is that these injuries extend beyond just impacting your exercise routines. They influence your daily experiences. Walking can become a source of discomfort. Stairs seem insurmountable. Rising from a chair can often present a significant challenge, What was once a straightforward action, something you took for granted, now presents itself as a daunting obstacle. However, the risks extend beyond this point. There exists another exercise that, despite appearing harmless, is actually imposing significant stress on your knees, an activity that may be subtly degrading your joints with each repetition. Stay tuned, as the upcoming information might just catch you off guard. 4. The leg press machine, often perceived as a secure and regulated method for leg strengthening, can pose significant risk to knee health, particularly for older adults. What appears to be a straightforward exercise may actually be a hidden threat to cartilage integrity. The machine's design fosters an illusion of safety. As you settle in, feeling the support behind you, the only task ahead is to give a gentle push. However, many individuals are unaware that the leg press exerts significant pressure on the knee joints, exceeding their natural capacity to cope with as they grow older. As you lift substantial weights on the machine and push them upward, your knees are compelled into an awkward stance, taking on the entire force of the resistance. As time goes on, this continuous strain can lead to permanent harm, wearing down the cartilage that safeguards your joints. Initially, it may not seem significant. There might be a touch of stiffness afterward, a subtle ache that remains for a few hours. However, those subtle indicators are merely the starting point. As you lift increasingly heavier weights, the strain on your knee joints compresses the cartilage, forcing out the vital fluids that maintain its lubrication and flexibility. In the absence of this cushioning, your bones begin to press against one another with each movement, resulting in persistent inflammation, swelling, and acute pain that lingers. Numerous older adults often overlook the discomfort, attributing it to mere muscle soreness. However, the reality is much more concerning. Each press is gradually impacting your knee joint, hastening the development of arthritis and the decline of joint health. Then arrives the pivotal moment that transforms everything. A sudden, intense discomfort during the repetition, a sensation akin to a deep tear within the knee joint. You attempt to lower the weights, yet your leg seems unwilling to comply. You have recently experienced a significant injury, such as a meniscus tear, a ruptured ligament, or possibly a patellar fracture. Healing takes time, can be challenging, and often leads to a new normal. While healing may occur, the impact remains, and your knee may not fully recover its original strength or stability. The most challenging aspect? These injuries not only hinder your capacity to engage in physical activity, your independence is taken away from you. Ascending stairs presents a challenge. Entering and exiting the vehicle can be quite a challenge. Walking even short distances can feel like an arduous journey. What used to be a simple action has transformed into a painful reminder of a choice that could have been sidestepped. However, there remains one more activity that older adults think is beneficial for maintaining their strength, while in truth, it is causing significant strain on their knees with each repetition. If you believe that heavy leg presses posed a risk, prepare yourself for what comes next. It's an activity that often goes unexamined, yet it may be guiding you directly toward a surgical procedure. Do you experience knee pain after doing leg presses or other high-impact activities? Share your experience by typing 4 in the comments section if you feel comfortable doing so. 5. Lunges, a cautionary tale for aging knees. While lunges are frequently suggested for enhancing strength and balance, they can pose significant risks for older adults, particularly concerning knee health. At first glance, lunges appear straightforward. Simply take a step forward, bend your knees, and then rise back up. However, it is important to understand that lunges can put significant stress on the knee joint, particularly for older individuals whose cartilage may already be deteriorating. The intense bending action places the knee in a precarious stance, elongating the ligaments and wearing down the remaining cushioning. Initially, the unease may seem slight, perhaps a touch of tightness, or a persistent dull ache following your exercise routine. However, those subtle cues serve as alerts. With each lunge, your knees are subjected to an unusual burden, which can lead to increased pressure on the meniscus and strain on the surrounding ligaments. The front knee takes on the majority of the impact, while the back knee is positioned at an angle that may place undue stress on joints that are already delicate. With the passage of time, this continuous motion can result in persistent inflammation, swelling, and ultimately the deterioration of cartilage. The cushioning layer that safeguards your bones begins to wear away, And from that moment on, each step serves as a painful reminder of the harm that has occurred. Then, on an ordinary day, an unexpected event occurs. A minor miscalculation, a movement that extends just a tad too far, and in an instant, a piercing discomfort radiates through your knee. A sensation stirs within you, an unsettling feeling that something is amiss. This is the way in which ligament tears, meniscus injuries, and patellar dislocations occur. Once the damage has been inflicted, there is no way to reverse it. The journey to recovery can be lengthy, challenging, and at times may not reach a full resolution. While physical therapy can be beneficial, it is important to note that in numerous instances, the knee may not achieve complete recovery. What used to be a straightforward action, like walking across the room or rising from a chair, now seems insurmountable. The most challenging aspect? Numerous older adults may not recognize that their knee discomfort originated from performing lunges. The deterioration unfolds slowly, often allowing it to be overlooked initially. However, once the discomfort reaches an intolerable level, the joint has already sustained significant damage. Some persevere through the unease, believing that they simply need to build strength in their legs. Some individuals cease all forms of exercise, concerned that any activity might exacerbate their condition. The outcome remains unchanged, regardless of the approach taken: a decline in mobility, autonomy, and overall well-being. However, there is an important point to consider. Everyday movements, such as lunges, may be contributing to the gradual deterioration of your knees. Many older adults engage in certain habits and routines that, without realizing it, can exacerbate joint pain and hasten knee deterioration. Stay attentive, as the information you are about to receive could be crucial in preserving the health of your knees before time runs out. 6. Ascending stairs with a heavy burden. The concealed danger facing our aging knees. Climbing stairs has long been regarded as a practical, routine activity, something we engage in without much consideration. For older adults, ascending stairs while bearing heavy burdens or consistently putting pressure on the knees can pose a hidden danger, gradually damaging the joints and hastening knee decline. Although ascending and descending stairs might appear to be a simple task, the way this movement is performed can put significant stress on older knees, particularly when additional weight is carried in the hands, arms, or back. Each step you take demands that your knee bears more than twice your body weight, compelling the joint to endure continuous stress, which can frequently result in inflammation, stiffness, and potential long-term harm. Initially, you may experience just a hint of discomfort, perhaps a mild soreness after lifting groceries up the stairs, or a fleeting tightness in your knees while going down. However, these slight discomforts serve as important indicators. As time goes on, the strain placed on the knee joint while climbing stairs gradually wears away the cartilage, diminishing the protective barrier that exists between the bones. The ligaments and tendons supporting the knee gradually stretch beyond their limits, resulting in minor tears that may go unnoticed initially, but accumulate over time. Over time, the knees lose their ability to bounce back. The discomfort becomes a persistent companion, and each movement, whether ascending or descending, begins to feel like a struggle. Then one day a change occurs. Perhaps you stumble, perhaps your knee falters unexpectedly, or perhaps it's simply one stair too many. A sudden intense pain radiates through your joint, and in an instant you instinctively grasp for a railing, praying that your knee holds steady and doesn't give way beneath you. This is an overview of how meniscus tears, ligament strains, and patellar injuries happen. The activity that was once second nature has now transformed into a challenge, a hurdle that demands our attention. It is particularly troubling that going down the stairs can frequently pose greater risks than ascending them. The downward movement places significant strain on the knee joint, subjecting it to an extraordinary level of impact, exceeding what it was intended to endure in the later stages of life. As each step descends, the knee faces challenges in maintaining stability, heightening the likelihood of unexpected joint failure. Numerous older adults start to steer clear of stairs entirely, apprehensive of the intense, searing discomfort that accompanies each step down. The challenge extends beyond the physical realm. It encompasses emotional aspects as well. The inability to navigate stairs with ease can evoke a profound sense of diminished autonomy, a gradual awareness that the simplicity of daily life is becoming increasingly challenging. Many older adults hold the belief that maintaining an active lifestyle can contribute to stronger knees, persevering through discomfort with the hope that it will eventually subside. However, the reality is that the more these signs are overlooked, the greater the risk of enduring long-term consequences. The potential harm that could result in their greatest fear, a life marked by limited mobility, frequent medical appointments, and the ever-present threat of undergoing knee replacement surgery. By now, you are likely aware of the subtle indications that have been presented. The activities you relied on, the motions you believed were promoting your well-being, might be steering you toward permanent knee injury. What if you had the opportunity to alter your path before it becomes irreversible? Imagine discovering innovative and secure methods to maintain your strength while preserving your freedom of movement. The decisions you embrace today will shape your ability to move with ease or confront the challenging truth of knee decline. The inquiry at hand is, what will be your next course of action? What are the alternatives? Safeguarding your knees while maintaining your strength. Steering clear of high-risk exercises does not equate to relinquishing strength, mobility, or overall fitness. It signifies the importance of training with intelligence rather than sheer effort. Maintaining your knee health while remaining active involves selecting exercises that enhance strength without inflicting undue stress. Your knees have supported you throughout countless experiences, and now it's time to ensure their well-being. The choices you make regarding physical activity today will shape your ability to move comfortably in the future, influencing whether you maintain your independence or face challenges from discomfort and joint issues. The initial step is recognizing that low impact does not equate to ineffectiveness. Indeed, the appropriate low-impact exercises can be equally effective as their high-impact alternatives. Exercises that emphasize controlled strength, stability, and joint support form the cornerstone of a fitness routine that is gentle on the knees. Activities such as swimming, cycling, and using the elliptical machine promote cardiovascular health while being gentle on the joints. Engaging in strength training using lighter weights and higher repetitions can effectively enhance muscle development while minimizing stress on the knees. Even a seemingly minor change, like opting for soft surfaces over pavement while walking, can significantly alleviate long-term strain on the joints. It is essential to place a strong emphasis on flexibility and balance. Stiff muscles can exert pressure on the knee joint, leading to heightened stress and diminished mobility. Engaging in gentle stretching, yoga, and Tai Chi can enhance the flexibility and strength of the muscles around the knee, thereby alleviating strain and preventing stiffness. Engaging in balance exercises, such as standing on one leg or utilizing a stability ball, enhances joint stability. This practice significantly lowers the risk of falls and injuries that may result in lasting knee damage. However, one of the most frequently neglected elements of safeguarding the knees is paying attention to what your body is telling you. Discomfort does not indicate an effective exercise session. This serves as a cautionary note. It suggests that there is an issue at hand. The notion of enduring pain is not only outdated but also poses risks, particularly as one grows older. While discomfort can be expected, experiencing sharp pain, swelling, or persistent soreness following exercise should raise concerns. Disregarding these indicators can result in lasting harm that might have been avoided. The objective extends beyond merely maintaining an active lifestyle. It's essential to remain engaged in activities that maintain your mobility for the future. It is unwise to engage in exercises that may harm your joints, as they could hinder your ability to move comfortably in the future. What is truly important is having the ability to rise from a chair effortlessly, to walk comfortably, to ascend stairs with grace, and to engage fully in the cherished moments of life. Your knees serve as the essential support for your body. Handle them with respect, and they will propel you onward. Choose wisely today to avoid the burden of regret in the future. These lessons aim to encourage you to embrace life with authenticity and vigor. I would be eager to hear your thoughts. Pause for a moment to consider and express one insight you've gained and intend to incorporate into your own life. Let us come together on this journey to fully embrace these truths. If you found this video enjoyable, kindly share your thoughts in the comments with a simple one. If that's the case, please don't hesitate to leave a comment with a 0. Your insights are greatly appreciated by our team. We invite you to engage with our YouTube channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more enriching content like this. Thank you for joining us, and here's to embracing life in your own unique way.